Indigenous peoples around the globe have long been conserving the natural environment. Comprising less than 5% of the world's population, indigenous people protect 80% of global biodiversity. The Orang Asli are the earliest people of Malaysia. Yet they are also the most marginalized, suffering multidimensional poverty as a result of logging. Through the loss of their natural resources, the Orang Asli were made poor. This is their story.
Masa saya kecil dulu saya rasa mewah. Saya cari rotan. Lepas itu cari damang, getah kayu tu.
Sekarang pun kalau kami nak kerja rotan, tak ada dah. Pendapatan hasil dalam hutan ni kurang dah.
Many whose livelihood were impacted have turned to farming for subsistence. One such person is Ibu Nuraini, who once was counting on the rich biodiversity of Malaysia's second largest natural freshwater lake. Choked and poisoned by mining and logging, Lake Cheney has lost its luster.
Dulu tasik Cheney memang cantik. Pelancong pun banyak, tapi sekarang tak ada dah. Pelancong pun tak ada, tasik Cheney pun habis. Masa sekarang kita tanam sayur lah. Kita rasa memang senang sikit lah.
OA Organic Cooperative is actually a shared prosperity model. It seeks to put people and planet back into the center of businesses. We shape the business model and turn it upside down, where the Orang Asli producers get a lion's share of the profits. Provided training, we provided seed capital, and then we linked them to fair markets. And in this way, we were able to give these Orang Asli 40% of the retail price. This way, we were able to empower the Orang Asli to uplift themselves from poverty and to chart their own progress and development forward.
Organik ni, sekarang ni buat masa ni lah, kita boleh tahan lah. Boleh dapatlah 1,000 lebih dah sebulan.
Sekarang ni sejak bersayur ni adalah duit simpan sikit-sikit, dan untuk anak-anak yang bersekolah, kita rasa tak bimbang lah. Sebabnya kalau dulu kita bimbang, kerja tu tak menentu. Tapi sekarang ni boleh kita simpan sikit.
Kira okey lah sekarang ni dah. Sebab pun barang makan pun kira duit pun dah ada dah sikit untuk beli barang makan. Bagi makan anak pun taklah sampai menangis lapar. Tak macam masa saya cakap masa anak saya kecil-kecil dulu susah.
In addition to all that a fair price, we also wanted to restore their dignity. It's designed in such a way that they become the owners and they are partners. They're not workers, they're not employees, but they are equal partners in the supply chain. And so in this way, there is greater dignity. In this way, they could remain with their families, particularly the women who had children had flexibility. They could look after the children, they could work on the farm, and because they were their own bosses, they had the flexibility of time.
Today, as a result of OA Organik, 1/3 of the Orang Asli households participating in this shared prosperity farm are earning between 2,000 to 2,500 ringgit per month.
They are leaders in nature economics. They are the best people to conserve the forest because of their worldview and because they see that nature is part of them. And if they damage nature, they damage themselves. And they understood this well before climate change came into our vocabulary. And so that's something deep within their worldview, deep within their DNA. Now we see that science is telling us that nature contributes as much as 55% towards global GDP. Where indigenous people manage or occupy land, the rate of land degradation is 5 times lower. When we put these two findings together, we see that the Orang Asli are the best people to combat climate change and sustain the environment.
The good thing about OA Organics is that it goes beyond that just growing organically. Rather, it tries to revive the old tradition that, hey, it is the environment that allows you to do this, for you to have a good livelihood. And to do that, you need to take care of the environment as your ancestors, as your forefathers did.
they live in equilibrium with nature. And how they do that is through their customary practices.
Kayu ini kalau kita masuk hutan, kita kena pilih. Kita pilihnya menurut dengan saiz kehendak kita nak buat. Untuk kegunaan kalau dia untuk buat rumah boleh. Kalau tujuan kita nak jual, maknanya orang tak bagilah. Adat itu dia orang tak bagi.
Kita mau cari yang ada saiz buat rumah lah, 3 inci yang besar, boleh kita buat rumah lah. Kalau kecil tak boleh lah. Nanti besok lain tahun kita mau buat mana kayu sudah tak ada.
Tepi-tepi sungai, tepi-tepi paya kita tak boleh nak tebang. Nanti masalah air tercemar, nanti kita tak boleh nak minum, tak boleh nak cari makan di situ. Kalau ada orang ustik macam contoh ceroboh orang musnah, kita pun adat kita mesti kena marah juga. Tak boleh.
OA Organic's shared prosperity model is an impactful and sustainable way to sustain livelihood, uplifting the Orang Asli from poverty while protecting the environment. It is a development approach that is able to meet 13 of the 17 SDG goals. Support the Orang Asli sustainable efforts by buying their organic produce today. Look up our Facebook or website for outlet details.